This short video is going to identify the critical components or the performance criteria of the punt according to the Victorian Department of Education. To analyse a learner with less punting experience, it is often best to have them punting a round ball, for example a soccer ball. It is okay for more experienced punters to punt an oval-shaped ball. Younger and less experienced punters should be punting around 10 to 20 metres. Older or more experienced punters should be punting a minimum of 20 to 30 metres. The camera should be placed side onto the punt on the open side, closest the punting leg. The first component of the punt is the eyes are focused on the ball throughout the punt. It is important that the learners initially have their heads up to help them find a target to punt to. When the punt is being performed, however, the punter's eyes should be focused on the ball throughout the punt. The next component is making sure the ball is held at about hip height. If the punter is less experienced, it is often a good idea to get them to hold the ball off centre so that it is held over the punting leg. The next component relates to the run-up. The last step should see the punter step forward onto the non-punting foot. You can see here the punter is performing a right foot punt. As such, you can see the last step is taken on the left foot. The next component is making sure the learner bends the knee of the kicking leg during the backswing for the punt. And the component after that also relates to the backswing. This is when the learner should be demonstrating hip extension and knee flexion of at least 90 degrees during the preliminary punting movement. Both these components will allow the punter to generate power in their punt. The next component to look for is whether or not the learner is guiding the ball down with one hand so that it makes contact with the top of the foot. A right foot punt requires the ball to be guided down to the foot by the right hand. The next component occurs at the same time as the ball guide. When the ball is being guided down with one hand, the other hand is swinging forward and sidewards to help the punter balance during the punt. This arm swing helps the punter counterbalance while he is essentially balancing on one foot. The last component is the punting leg follows through towards a target after ball contact. Learners will often stab at the ball and the foot stops right after ball contact. We don't want this to be the case. If we put all those components together, the punt looks something like this.